Hi there. Thank you for stopping by the Inspire Her. That is truly my goal of this channel, is to find ways to come alongside of you and give you some inspiration. And tonight I wanted to talk about discouragement. Sometimes when we are discouraged, we are just lacking information. And I'm going to share a personal story with you that shifted me out of a very discouraging time in my life and started to open me up to a whole new way of thinking and living. It was truly transformational. So I'm going to go back to 2019. My husband and I had been following a program that's pretty popular, a program that helps you get out of debt. And we had saved an emergency fund. We were paying down our debt. Now I'm saying this was probably 7 or 8 years that we had really been focused on trying to pay off our debt while saving money for a house that we wanted to get. So we kind of were doing two things at once. Well, in 2019, we had to switch accountants. And in that process, we discovered that there was some paperwork that was misfiled. So that January 2019, we got a $10,000 bill in the mail. And like I said, we had been working so diligently and so hard to pay down our debt that this was just devastating. I seriously went into a pretty dark place for a couple days and just was like, I can't. In addition, at this point, our marriage had been through some ups and downs, and we were coming out of a kind of a downtime. And my husband helped me realize that my focus was so much on paying off the debt that I was really not living anymore. I was really kind of just had my fist like this, afraid and trying to hold on to every penny so that we could pay it off to debt and get free. But freedom was the last thing I really was feeling. I wasn't feeling like I could live freely. I was feeling like I had to hold on with all my might so that we could pay off the debt that we had. So this was a pretty discouraging time. And in those 2 days, I decided that I could no longer do this. Like, I just couldn't follow that same path anymore. We had learned a lot from that specific financial program. We learned how to budget every penny and tell every dollar where to go. But like I said, it just was not moving us forward, and it was kind of just causing us to feel stuck. So I started to do some research, and I discovered a young guy named Denzel that I began following on YouTube. Now in 2019, when I started following him, he had about 2,000 followers. He is currently up to around 45,000 followers and has inspired me so much. And the thing that he did, that he started to show me, was a different way to think. I sometimes can be a very black and white thinker, and I've been learning as I age to live more in that gray space, that things aren't so black and white. And so I decided to open myself up, and I just started devouring his YouTube channel. And it birthed this new hope in me that we could literally get free. We just had to switch the way we were running our finances. Okay, so typically the way we do our finances for the most part is we put our money into a bank. Our money is deposited into the bank from our job or however we get paid, and then we pay our expenses. So our money is really running linearly. We have to keep waiting till we get paid again to be able to do what we want to do next, especially if we're living paycheck to paycheck and we do not have a lot of money left over, which is how my husband and I did live, honestly, for years. We are finally not in that place anymore, and I cannot wait to share more and more with you as you tune back into my channel about how we've been able to do a lot of different things. But the thing that Denzel opened our eyes to was that we just needed to switch the way we were running our finances. And instead of running it linearly, we needed to start running it like a triangle, kind of like the Chicago Bulls triangle offense. Come on, this is awesome. And what this allowed us to do was to be able to use our same dollars multiple times, like sometimes 2 and 3 times over. So instead of just paying our bills and having to wait, we were able to recycle our money. And I'm going to get more in depth into this in the upcoming days. This is not going to be the primary focus of my channel, but I do want to open up minds to see that there is hope and there's a different way to do finances than we've been taught, or not even taught, because unfortunately in school, this is an area that we're not even taught how to run basic finances, but yet we're expected to go out. And so a lot of us make so many mistakes. And if you're like us in our 40s, you're trying to correct all those mistakes you made. So coming up soon, I'm actually going to have a neighbor that I've been helping who has dramatically been able to improve their financial situation and pay off a around $28,000 debt very, very rapidly using this triangular system. So this different way to bank is called velocity banking, and that is the key word right here, velocity, which means to speed something up. And that is the system that helped us speed up how to pay down our debt, to help us to leverage ourselves. And one thing I will say is that the system that we used to follow was very, very anti-debt, anti-credit cards, anti-anything like that. We had to really switch that mindset, and we started to see, and our mind was open up to see how we could leverage that. Now, we did not use the credit and the debt or the opportunity with credit to just go buy everything we wanted and go into debt, but we learned to leverage that and propel us forward, which then helped us just get momentum in our finances and really velocitize things we were wanting to do in our life. So I don't mean to leave you on a cliffhanger, but please tune back next week when I talk with a neighbor and we start to break down this system and how it can really benefit you as it benefited her and me and many others that I've shared this with that have started to apply it. So please like and subscribe to my channel. I will be on here at least once a week, if not more. I have many, many things that I'd like to share, things that I've been learning over the last few months that have truly transformed just my situation in 4 to 5 months in ways that I transformed before. So just continue to tune back in, and I look forward to seeing you again.